Today, I want to share with you guys the future of SAM, phase 3 of the Systems Accelerator, which is a category of AI-powered tools that SAM falls into. They're designed to create, refine, house, but most importantly, use information stored in your systems. The difference in a system accelerator versus, say, a traditional tool like a CRM is a CRM is housing that information that you have to use it. Whereas a system accelerator is going to use the power of AI to use this information and help you in your business. So let's dive into exactly what this looks like. I'm going to show you guys first a little bit of a flow chart, just so we can kind of look at it. So looking at the entire flow of SAM, what is this? How does it work? Well, you start off by generating resources inside of SAM. This is done using our core strategies framework from our book, Our Best Workflow Secrets. This is a real estate agent's guide to success, even in a changing market. It took 3 decades of training and teaching that Mark has shared with over thousands of real estate agents in that time, how they used these training pieces to build out systems into their business that they automated and were able to create scalable success. So this is going to use the core strategies framework: conversions, operations, retentions, experiences. Those are the 4 areas you need to have good systems inside of your business. And those are the 4 areas inside of SAM you can generate resources. We'll show you guys in a second, but generate resources, you refine them, add them to your website. Now you start sending traffic to it and people can trade their details for your resources. Now, the other thing you can do inside of the Systems Accelerator Manager is you can add our AI chatbot by filling in some details about your website. And then with a single line of code placed onto your website in the backend, you now have a chatbot that is going to use information you share about the properties that are on your website, the resources on your website, or information about you and your team to answer questions. And while it's answering those questions, it's going to learn about the person it's talking with, gathering those lead details. So now we have 2 ways that SAM is helping us bring in leads to our business, our lead management, lead generation systems, right? We created resources, we put them on our website. People are now visiting our website to gather these resources. And now we have leads coming in the door. Now from here, this is where SAM is going to take these details and it's going to put them into the system, creating new contacts. And as it learns more, it's going to add all of these details to there. So right now, this is exactly what you're able to do today inside of SAM in a quick towered overview. You can go out there, get a 14-day free trial. I'll show you guys how in just a second. But next, we have the communications matrix coming. This is phase 3 of building out SAM. So currently, you can do all of what I just explained, but very soon, probably in the next month or so, it's the end of April 2024, you're going to be able to access the communication matrix. And if you're finding this a little bit later, you probably are already going to be able to use the communication matrix. So what is the communication matrix? How is it going to help me? Once you have these details from these leads added inside of SAM, inside of these contact cards, you can click into them and start using the communication matrix. So a little bit of an anecdotal exercise. Currently, in most systems, especially in real estate specific CRMs, you're going to realize, like I said, that these systems are holding this information, or really they're hoarding this information. They're not using it, they're just storing it. It's up to you to use it. But with a system accelerator like SAM, it's going to use this information. And it's going to use this information to start automations based on what you want to do inside of your business. So the communication matrix is all about helping you automate out these tasks. Now, I worked at a CRM, and when I worked there, I've been in real estate technology for over 5 years. When I worked there, they had these successful agents preaching the path to success being through automating out these business systems, which is correct. But sometimes they're so difficult to make. Real estate agents don't know where to start, right? And so if we have agents that are preaching success is going to require sitting down and sometimes up to 2 weeks of thinking through a first-time home buyer experience, a contract through close experience, and hundreds of steps that have to be done in a process. And each of those steps has automations. Now you can see this is just so much work, and maybe we already feel overwhelmed. Maybe we already feel like we don't have enough time in our day. Now we have to do this, or we have to stop our business so that we can do this. Absolutely not. So a lot of agents just simply don't have automations in their systems, but this is what successful agents preach. And so I would argue that success has to utilize automation. So how do we do that? That's where the communication matrix comes in. I wanted to build out a better experience for you guys. And so we are going to dive into exactly how you do that. Now I'm going to take us into the Systems Accelerator Manager. Getting there, you go to sam.workflowsecrets.info. Don't worry, I'll throw the link in the description, and you click sign up. Now, when you click sign up, from here, you're going to see the login. You click sign up, enter in an email, password, check the terms of service, and fill out a little information about yourself. You are now going to have a 14-day free trial. That's awesome, right? And you're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and just log in for you guys so you can see exactly where we get started. Now, inside of the system, you are going to be met with a dashboard. Like I said, we've got a long form piece talking about all of these specific pieces. I'll link it up in the description. You can also generate, notice that falls into that core strategies framework. You can generate for bringing in leads, for your business operations, for retaining past clients, or experiences that you want to offer inside of your business. But today we are looking at this contact section. So we brought leads into our business, trading resource details or engaging with SamChat, and now they are inside the system. This is going to be where we are able to engage with the communications matrix. So I'm going to go ahead and click into Alfie, who is a fictitious lead. So we don't need to stress too much about me sharing this lead detail with you guys. And you're going to be met with contact information. It's going to look pretty familiar to you guys that is shared. You've got things like category. How good of a client are they? What type are they? Are they a lead? Are they a client? Are they a vendor? What is their status? Are they a warm lead? Are they a hot lead? Are they a cold lead? Are they a lost lead and they don't want you talking to them anymore? You can denote these. And then one of the really cool things that I am super excited to be able to showcase to you guys is this contact preferences. I know I'm a millennial, and if you try and call me, I'm probably never going to answer it. But I'm going to look at my email, and I will probably answer a text message if I know who you are. So you can select a preferred method of communication, email, phone, or text message, that you know this person prefers is going to be most responsive to. That's pretty awesome, right? Now, the power of the communication matrix actually comes down in the important dates area. Now, my favorite one to showcase in an example is birth date. So let's assume that we didn't have a birth date filled out, and then we clicked in and we filled out their birthday, or the system learned about a birth date and added it to here. This is where the communication matrix can start taking off, because we can build in automations specifically for Alfie. So we know that Alfie is an A category. He's one of our best leads. An A category is like someone you would send a fruit basket to during Christmas, right? A D category might be a friend of a friend of a friend who knows a guy who had lunch with a girl. But this A category means that he's a valuable lead to us. And so a better world-class client experience is a concept we talk about in this book, is going to be needed, yes, but demanded more importantly. Again, we're looking to optimize to build the best business we can. So maybe what you've set out as your automations, when a birthday gets filled in, it's going to set a calendar reminder a week before Alfie's birthday. And it's going to say, hey, Cody, Alfie's got a birthday. He's a great contact. You should go pick up a card, handwrite him a letter, put it in the mail, and make sure he has a handwritten birthday card for his birthday. It's awesome. Think about that. Just extra little effort that we now were able to put into our business. Or perhaps it says, hey, Cody, Alfie's got a birthday. We know that he loves sweets, and so you should call up Crumble Cookies and send out an order of Crumble Cookies to his office on his birthday. He would be tickled to have that. Again, world-class client experience. Now, we've got that kind of automation. The other thing that you can do is you can stack these different automations on top of each other. So maybe it's not only adding a calendar event for his birthday a week before for us to do something, it's going to notify us on his birthday so we can have a phone call with Alfie, and we can say, hey, Alfie, it's great to chat with you. Sam is going to be able to, on this phone call, take different pieces of information it knows about Alfie. If we were to add those into our notes section just down below, maybe we know Alfie loves pickleball. We now know that he loves sweets. And these are just pieces of things or pieces of information that you can have organic conversation about. Hey, Alfie, happy birthday. What's your favorite type of cake? What's on the docket? You get to go play pickleball tonight with your significant other. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you have a really great birthday. Looking forward to seeing how I can make this year really incredible for you, right? Again, building a better world-class client experience. Now, we also can have Sam do a little bit of coaching for us. And maybe we know that Alfie loves sweets. We know he loves pickleball, but Sam is going to say, hey, you should ask Alfie his secondary favorite pastime, and let me know the answer. And so now we organically bring up, I know you love pickleball. Like, do you do any other activities? Oh, you're super into biking. That's awesome. Now we can share that with Sam. Sam is going to have additional information that it can use to create personalized interactions. Now, a little bit of a tangent. The CRMs that we all know, use, and love today were most built in the 1990s. That was like 30 years ago. Whoa, 30 years, right? So old. And they still use what are called merge fields. And so you put these little brackets and you can put little information, and it's essentially telling the system to gather information from this contact information. So an example of that would be dear brackets of information, first name. So it would then send out, dear Alfie. And this is considered the gold standard for personalized communications, which is crazy to me, because if I see an email that just says, dear Cody, I don't think that that's personal. I don't think that's personal at all. But what Sam would be able to do is generate, using one of those automations, a custom message to Alfie. Now, we know that he prefers being contacted through text message. So we're not going to send out an email to him. That doesn't make sense. Let's send him a text message, right? Hey, Alfie, happy birthday. I hope that you get to play a little bit of pickleball today. It looks like the weather is incredible. You and Sharon should have a really great time tonight. It's going to send that as a text message. And it's using not merge fields that are gathering pieces of information, but it's using the information stored in the system. It's using the notes to help create more personalized more personalized messages to Alfie, and then it's going to send it out. So that's the other thing that it can do. So the communication matrix is all about looking at not processes, not walls and walls of things that have to happen, but more realistically, it looks at, okay, what are important things that happen in my business, specifically engaged with a single contact? When a birthday happens, I want to do this, this, and this. When an anniversary happens, I want to do this, this, and this. If I have an appointment set with a client, I need to do this, this, and this. And so now we can think through not these overall large processes, but just a couple things at a time as these dates get filled in. Now, another really cool thing that could happen is maybe when we learn about his birthday, all of these things get set to go off, and those messages get sent to us to review before Sam helps send it on our behalf. But maybe because we filled in the birth date and we communicated with him, our last conversation date gets filled in, and then that starts another automation as well. So now you can have automations starting other automations based on information getting filled out. Now, the Systems Accelerator Manager is able to help you with your business processes. It's building out a better experience for your clients. It's helping you learn more about them, build closer relationships with them. And it's doing it while not taxing you, not requiring you to build out these walls and walls and walls of processes. And it's not just using merge fields, dear first name, to do it. It's creating these truly personalized interactions based on context that you have. Now, I use the example of a couple activities, but it could be really intimate things that you know, their children's names and the sports leagues that they're a part of, the organizations they belong to, what are their goals for housing purchases over the next year, or their goals in business. Anything that you learn about a person can be added to these contacts, and Sam can use this context to aid you in building out a better relationship because it's using what it knows to help inform that context. So this is the power of the communication matrix. And like I said, it's coming to the Systems Accelerator very shortly. Now, you might notice on your 14-day trial, you don't have access to this contact section quite yet. It's because it's locally housed on mine, so I can show you guys around what this looks like. And I'm currently running it in my business as just a test round. But the best way for you to gain access is to go ahead and click on a new tab and go to sam.workflowsecrets.info. Like I said before, click this sign up button. And when you sign up for a 14-day free trial, you can start generating all of those resources. You can add them to your website, just like I was talking before, and create this flow. Then what it's going to do is it's going to put you into our ecosystem. I'm going to then be able to tell you as soon as the communication matrix is ready to go. And then you can get in here. You can use your subscription of SAM to start creating those resources and using the communication matrix, creating an effective process to build out those business systems. And ultimately, it's going to help you be more successful. The most successful agents are preaching the path to success being through these business systems and using automations to build them out. We may not have time to do it, but I guarantee that we can think through specific dates and what we would like those to accomplish. Makes automations as easy as possible. So this is the power of SAM. This is the power of the communication matrix. And this is something that as I share about it, I got the opportunity to share at a tech conference through the 1 Million Cups organization last week. Since then, I've been able to speak to some brokers and some real estate agents, and they don't know what to do. Their mind is blown because no one else is doing this right now. And I know that the Systems Accelerator Manager is going to be able to bring a tool to your business to help you build out that success. It's going to be able to build it out really effectively, really easily using AI inside of the system. And it's using it at every single step in the process. It's not just duct taped onto your CRM and it doesn't really work effectively. You don't even really use it because you don't quite understand it. It's using AI how AI was intended, as a tool that's going to help you be more efficient. And it's going to build relationships, going to free up time. And ultimately, our thesis at Workflow Secrets is using technology to help you as a real estate agent free up your time for the things that matter most: friends, families, hobbies, and growing your business. And I truly believe that is what we have coming. So that is the communication matrix. It all starts with you getting into our ecosystem by subscribing to a 14-day free trial. No credit cards needed. And it all begins with you going to sam.workflowsecrets.info. I'm super excited for you guys to get in here, start building those resources over 14 days. I guarantee that you're going to be able to create some really incredible resources, put those on your website. And then as soon as the communication matrix is ready to go, you're going to have that power in the back pocket. And ultimately, it should be able to start replacing technologies. It's going to free up budget that you can then reinvest. It's going to free time, which you can then reinvest into your own personal life, whether it's growing your business or spending it with those who matter most. And I built SAM as simple as possible. It's one of my core foundational pieces. At every step in the process, I say, is this easy for you to use? I don't expect you to be a technologist. That's my job. I expect you to be a real estate agent, and a great one at that. And that's your job. And I know you're killing it. And so I am doing my job by making this as easy to use as possible. You don't have to learn how to prompt. You don't have to learn how to use AI. You just have to know what you want to create and create it. You have to be able to articulate, here's where I'd like to make this a little bit better. You have to be an expert in your field so you can refine those resources once they're created. And then you have to know, okay, I would like to do this on this date. And Sam is going to be able to help you not only create those automations, but create the different processes and send the content on your behalf. And that's the power of the communication matrix. But that's what I've got for today. Go ahead and click below. Get your 14-day free trial, share this with a friend, and get them really excited about it. And I will talk to you guys very soon.